There's a place that you go when your morals have been low and the little voices shriek in your head. They may not be much fun, but they'll take anyone. All they ask is that you're dead.
Come on, all you sinners, not to Dante's Place. It's nasty and hot, and really stinks a lot. And it's not as good as an axe in the face. Come on, all you heathens, down to Dante's Place. Experts and freaks, politicians and geeks. But no more liars, cause we're running out of space. Protestant, Catholic, Buddhist, Muslim, and Jew. And if you don't believe, we take atheists too. So for all your transgressions and all your ghastly crimes, you'll be forced to do that comedy until the end of time.
Now I'd like to introduce something new. Lately we've been receiving letters saying that our show is not culturally stimulating and it has no redeeming social value. Duh. So we have decided to bring in a bit of the arts with a new segment we'd like to call Poetic License. Yay. Tonight, I will recite a poem from that literary giant, Edgar Allan Poe, entitled The Raven. And for those of you who have no cultural or redeeming social value, you know who you are. Our own Goofy Griffin will translate. And now, Poe's The Raven. Once upon a midnight dreary, as I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore.
He was up late one night, thumbing through some old National Enquirers.
While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as if someone gently tapping, rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this, and nothing more.
Wouldn't you know, just as you're starting to nod off, company decides to drop in.
Ah, distinctly I remember, it was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor.
Ooh, ghost. This thing's getting spooky.
Eagerly I wished the morrow, vainly I wished to borrow from my books a surcease of sorrow, sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant beauty whom the angels name Lenore, nameless here forevermore.
Sounds like he's got some issues with this Lenore broad.
And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors that I never felt before.
He was so scared he had to pee.
So that now, to the still beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. Some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. This is it, and nothing more."
It could be a Jehovah's Witness. They always show up at the worst time.
Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," said I, "or madam, truly your forgiveness I implore."
Hang on a minute, he's gotta put his pants on.
But the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping, tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door, darkness there, and nothing more.
Damn doorbell ringing kids!
Deep into the darkness peering, long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortals ever dared dream before.
Homeboy be trippin'.
But the silence was unbroken, and the stillness gave no token, and the only word there was spoken, whispered word, "Lenore." This I whispered, and echo murmured back the word, Lenore. Merely this, and nothing more.
So much for remaining nameless, nevermore.
Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning. Soon again I heard a tapping, something louder than before.
Here we go again.
Surely, said I, surely this is something at my window lattice. Let me see then what thereat is, and mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment. Oh, and mystery explore. 'Tis the wind, and nothing more.
Get out of the house! The phone call's coming from upstairs!
Open here I flung the shutter, when with many a flirt and flutter, in there stepped a stately raven of the saintly days of yore.
We'll all be damned!
Not the least obsessence made he, a minute stopped or stayed he, but with mine of lord or lady, perched upon my chamber door, perched upon a bust of Pallas, just above my chamber door, perched and sat and nothing more.
Don't you hate it when that happens?
Then this ebony bird beguiling my sad fancy into smiling by the grave and stern decorum of the countenance it wore.
Pets can be so therapeutic, don't you think?
Though thy crest be shorn, shaven thou, I said, art sure no craven, ghastly, grim, and ancient raven, wandering from the nightly shore? Tell me what thy lordly name is on the night's plutonium shore. Quoth the raven, nevermore.
That's it. That's it. This whole thing is about a bird named Nevermore? Where's the blood? Where's the naked co-eds? I had big hopes for this Lenore chick. This sucks. I'm out of here.
Where are you going? You said you'd help me with this.
Nevermore. That's all I say and nothing more.